Once and Always has been a massive hit with most Power Ranger fans, with most people who left the kind of Power Ranger community as well as the show and has come back to watch this 30th reunion. I think this has been one of Power Rangers' biggest successes in a very long time. Don't get me wrong, other stuff like Dino Fury, Beast Morphers and all that have been very successful and they have made their way into the hearts of many. I don't know why I just said that, but effectively when it comes down to Once and Always, there has been no brainer that this has been everywhere. This is being talked by quite a lot of people, and one of the biggest things is that many YouTubers are talking about this and it's going viral. The same thing with Netflix, is it's getting viral on there. It's quite high at the moment. I mean, it's hard to tell whereabouts it is, but it's either number 2 in Europe or the UK, it's 8th in America or something like that. It's very hard to kind of keep track on this, and it's also had a very good score on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, to me, this is a big success, and Hasbro are probably smiling ear to ear. The fans are really enjoying this at the same time. And I really like this at the same time because I love the fact that everybody is talking about Power Rangers. You know, people are loving it, people are hating it, but still people are talking about it. And that's what we want right now. So what does this mean right now? To me, I feel like Hasbro have now got to quickly make a move to say, we need a second one. We need another special, Zeo or even SPD or In Space. What I would be doing right now at Hasbro is talking about what can we do to either make another one to kind of bring people together and kind of make it longer. This is one thing that I will say in most of my feedback is that it needs to be longer, and it has the storyline was great. It's going into review. The storyline was great, but I wanted more. And I feel like Hasbro should be listening to everybody who is talking about this and actually kind of like taking notes from it. So to me, Once and Always has been a very big success. Now, what this does mean is Hasbro look at numbers. They look at how many people are watching it on Netflix. And again, as I said, you have it like worldwide. It's still like, say, number 2 in the UK, or it's number 8 or whatever, but it's still within the top 10. And that means that people are watching it. People online are watching it multiple times. I've seen people on Facebook turning around saying like they've watched it 5, 8 times. And you know, that's only going to keep going because people want to relive what they had around about almost 30 years ago. And that to me is something absolutely amazing. And this is what Power Rangers needs. It's in the mainstream for a little bit and probably for the next week or so, until something else comes along and kind of replaces it, as in like, you know, another hot TV show. Now, one of the biggest things that I reckon is going to happen is that it will probably be another Mighty Morphin special. As much as the fandom can say, hey, I really want In Space or Mystic Force or whatever, I still feel like Mighty Morphin is going to be the one that they're going to kind of focus on the most, because that's the one that everybody grew up with. And again, people know what that is. Even people who aren't fans will recognize stuff from their childhood, and they may not turn around and go, oh, I know Mystic Force or I know Operation Overdrive. The main focus is Mighty Morphin, and I feel like this is what we're going to get. If they do another special, who would they go up against this time? You can't have Rita. She has been destroyed twice, effectively, Robot Rita and Normal Rita. Lord Zed is the main bad guy for Cosmic Fury, so I don't think they're going to have him come back if all of a sudden he has been destroyed. Who knows? Who would be the main bad guy? Could it be someone else? Who knows? Let me know who you would like to know or like to see as the main bad guy if they did Once and Always again. Also, you have Min, like you have Charlie who played her, and oh my god, like Charlie did a fantastic job playing Min and actually becoming a Ranger. And if they just decide to not use her again in the future, it feels like that build-up of that character right now was pretty much only used for a special, and I would love to see her come back to be the Yellow Ranger, even if she's in her own team, if she's in with the Mighty Morphing, whatever. And also the whole fact that the special felt like there was so much extra stuff that could have been added in. There is scenes that people have talked about, that Simon has mentioned, which we'll talk about in another video, which kind of makes me think this could have been longer. Who knows? There could be so much stuff that we've not seen, and I would like to know what other stuff that they kind of have like going forward. Now we could look at different things right now. Cosmic Fury could end at the end of its run. That's it, no word from Hasbro, but they could then concentrate on specials. You could have, say, two specials a year, which might satisfy people to some point, or who not? Again, some people would want it, some people wouldn't. Now, it took 12 days to film Once and Always, and roughly around about 4 months in post-production to get it the way it is. It finished around December time, from what I think Simon mentioned on Twitter. And again, they probably handed it over a lot earlier, maybe February, maybe March. Again, I don't know when they kind of like handed it over, but that is a very quick time and a very good turnaround to give this to Netflix. So again, we could get 2 specials that are filmed per year, which could be the new norm for a while until Hasbro decides they know what they're going to do. Or we might just get a completely new series after Cosmic Fury. Who knows what's going to happen? But for me, if they did specials, maybe this could be a new thing. We have it, we get hyped up for it, which I have been very hyped up for this. And again, it delivered very, very well. So what could they do? There are so many questions right now that need to be answered. Who knows what might happen? So I'm kind of looking forward to if they do kind of a sequel, but they need to do it because this hype, I have not seen a hype for Power Rangers in such a long time, and a response and everything for it. So to me personally, I know this has done well. The figures have done well, and it would be very interesting to see how many people tuned in, how many people have rewatched it, etc, etc. Who knows? I've watched it a few times. I'm gonna keep watching it a few more times because I want to keep enjoying this and keep riding this high. And I'd also love a physical release, which we'll talk about in another video. As I'm now wrapping up this video, my advice to Hasbro is you took this step, take the next step and make another special. Keep doing this because we know that the actors are going to come back as long as it's all fair and that they enjoy it and they want to be Rangers again. But you definitely need to keep making more of these because you've now gone in from the realms of not using any Sentai footage whatsoever to actually producing something that is fantastic. So my question to you is, would you like another sequel to this, or are you done? Did this completely end it for you and you don't want any more? Let me know down below in those comments. If you like this sort of content and you want to help support the channel, hit like, favorite, comment and subscribe. Check out the channel memberships if you want. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat. Your help does go a long way to support the channel, and if you want to consider helping the channel, then links to my Patreon as well as the channel members are listed below.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。